And, what were your thoughts, especially when you went in at half-time, a goal down and possibly a little bit second best?
Yeah, look, I was pretty disappointed with our first half. I thought they defended really well without being a threat going forward, and we gave them a goal that was pretty poor on our part. So at half time, it wasn't about going crazy and a big roaring team talk, but it was just about adjusting a few things and making sure that really the big players stood up in the second half and brought the younger boys with them, and in the end that happened.
You mentioned your big players. Stefano, I thought, really tried to drag the guys through in the second and the first half, and then the second half that pass to Smith, the first goal was sublime, never touch.
Yeah, well, look, they're the moments that the big players stand up in. So Stefano to Smith, they don't get much bigger than that in this league. So look, glad they came out with that between them.
Were you nervous throughout that second half, because you were sort of huffing and puffing, and they were defending incredibly well? There was a couple cleared off the line.
Yeah.
Of course, we could see the free kick against the crossbar as well.
Yeah.
That was later on, but it felt like one of those games where tries you weren't just going to be able to get the breakthrough.
Yeah, look, nervous probably isn't the right word. I've got an unbelievable amount of belief in our players and our squad, and we've shown many a time this season that we come back from difficult situations, and whatever obstacles they face, they seem to find a way. I was certainly thinking about how we could change things to try and disrupt the Pride's defensive setup, and checking the watch regularly to make sure that we had enough time. I was actually going to make a change just before Smithy scored the goal, so. We decided to stick with where we were at, because we were in enough control of the game that we from that point I had a good feeling we'd go on and win it.
It would be a tough situation for a coach, right? Because you are dominating the game.
Yeah.
It's just not making a breakthrough.
Yeah.
Like you had the players in the field to be able to do that.
Yeah. So sometimes in those situations, maybe it's a change of personnel, or maybe maybe someone who's got different characteristics to what's already on there, just so you can ask a couple of new questions of the opposition, and maybe have someone pop up in some different positions that we haven't been. But luckily the boys got the goal and made the decision for me.
The free kick from Smith was sublime, and then Zelfanazari hit a really good free kick, and you've got this ball for choice up front in that situation.
Yeah. Look, Smithy's free kick was outstanding, and like we said about the first goal, it's the big players for the big moments, and that's exactly why we brought him to the club. And Zelfi's one. I was on the side telling him to play short to Mundy and keep it in the corner, and then I saw him line up to strike it and gave him an earful. But yeah, he hit the bar. It was a good strike.
How is Alex Smith? He went off injured, presumably precautionary, but sort of hobbling around a little bit. It didn't look quite sore.
Yeah, it was a dreadful tackle. I'll refrain from commenting on what I think the treatment should have been for the tackle and some of the others. Yeah, look, it's too early to tell for Smithy. Look, it wasn't precautionary. He was in a lot of pain, so we'll just manage him really well. He started his recovery and rehab already, so we've got a week to get him turned around.
And it'll either be Lions or United. Do you have a preference?
Not really. We're comfortable with whoever we play. We showed in the FFA Cup that we can be as dominant as we were today against Lions. We were well in control in the second half, and if it wasn't for that unfortunate goal that had 2 or 3 offsides in the one goal, I think we would have been through into the next round. So, no, we're happy with either. I guess the positive about playing Moreton Bay means it's a home grand final, and that would be amazing for all our fans. Their support today was incredible. And I imagine we'd get more for a grand final. So naturally we'd be hoping for that, but that's out of our control. So we'll prepare well for whoever we play.
I'm glad you mentioned the support, because it was incredible. We could feel the grandstand.
Yeah.
It was getting a little bit
Yeah.
That must make a huge difference to the players.
Yeah, look, made a huge difference to everyone. I think in those tough moments, we've always had good support. The support away at Lions in the FFA Cup was brilliant as well, and that they got us back from 2 goals down back to 2-2, and tonight was the same. The support was great, and you could see the boys lift. And once we got the first goal and the supporters lifted and they all started to believe, it was there was only going to be one winner.
Matt Mundy played a very key role again today, especially back when Chris Watson started. It's a whole team effort, of course, Did anyone else stand out from you in particular?
Look, in the first half, I don't think there were any standouts, and I think we usually do have 2 or 3 that stand up above the rest, and that's often the difference between us and other teams. So. That was slightly disappointing, and in the second half, you have to look at Smithy with his goals, and it was a collective team effort. But you're right, Mundy and Kristen Waters are outstanding, and they've been so good in the last 4 or 5 weeks in the run into finals.
Is the beard intentional from Waters to sort of make himself look even more intimidating?
You'll have to ask him that one, but I think that one's been. A year-long project.
Yeah. Taking some cultivation.
Yeah.
Just last one. Do you think it was a little bit of nerves at the start in that first half?
I don't think it was nerves. I think it was, Western Pride set up really well. Make no mistake about it, they're an exceptional football team. They're well organised. They've got 11 good players on the pitch at all times. It was never going to be easy. I thought we were bold, and we still tried to do things well, and still tried to play good football and play from the back and entertain as well. I think it was a combination of maybe Western Pride being really well organised and having good players and being a good team, and us maybe not being as adaptable as we could have been to the situation.
Thanks very much. Best of luck for next week.
No worries.
See you there.
Thank you. Cheers.